A week from now, we will have the NFL draft, and we will have a lot of Georgia Bulldogs who were on the national championship team in 2021 taken over the 3-day draft period. Well, it's going to make a lot of people wonder if the Georgia Bulldogs can do as well as they did last year and win a national championship, losing all that talent. And there's no doubt with players like Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean and Lewis Seen and George Pickens, there's going to be a lot of people to replace on that Georgia roster. But as we saw this past Saturday in Athens at the G-Day game, Georgia is still a program full of talent, and a talented roster that should be the best team in the SEC East. There's no doubt being led by a quarterback like Stetson Bennett is going to help this team. He seems like he's been there about 7 or 8 years, but this will be his last year, and there's no question that he is the starting quarterback. But it's also good that Carson Beck seems to have taken over as the number 2 quarterback on the roster ahead of Brock Vandagriff. But the real plus of this team are the receivers and the pass catchers. Not only the receivers, but also the tight ends. Brock Bowers and Darnell Washington were unable to participate in the spring due to injuries, but Eric Gilbert came up and did great work and showed that he is going to be a star for this football team in 2022. Gilbert was the kid from the Atlanta area who signed with LSU, played there 1 year, and then transferred to Georgia. Did not play last year, but now is ready to go. And he is a superstar talent. He is the kind of talent that can replace George Pickens or even perhaps Jermaine Burton, who transferred to Alabama. Then Oscar Delp, the incoming freshman, also did well. So just imagine that tight end room now with Brock Bowers, perhaps the best tight end in the country, also Darnell Washington, Oscar Delp, and Eric Gilbert. It's quite a foursome there in the tight end room. The receivers are good too, with Kyrus Jackson of Peach County coming back healthy, Dominic Blaylock coming back healthy, Arian Smith coming back healthy, and also A.D. Mitchell coming back for his sophomore season. He was very good. Lines of scrimmage look good on both sides. Offense looks good. Yes, there are a lot of players to replace on the defense, but look, this is going to be a defense that perhaps will get better as the season goes along. They may be a lot better in October for the Florida game, for example, than they are in early September in Atlanta against Oregon. But regardless, there are a lot of players on this defense that should step up and help make it a very good defense. Now, it's probably not going to be as good as the one last year because that was a historic defense that obviously helped them win the national championship. But if it can improve over time of the regular season, then maybe by the time they get to the SEC championship game, if they win the SEC East, they can be ready to go and in fact be a very, very solid defense. So next week when the NFL draft rolls around, we're going to hear a lot of talk from people, perhaps even more so outside of the state, about how Georgia lost all these players. Trayvon Walker and Devontae Wyatt and Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis and George Pickens, Jamari Sawyer, all these players that are going to get drafted. How are they going to do as well as they did last year without them? Well, keep in mind what Kirby Smart has produced and created in Athens. It is a roster full of talent and one that every single year should be a championship contender.